What's up, guys? Thank you for stopping by. This is another trending gown tutorial. This is a ready to wear clothes you can sew yourself and you will love it. Please, guys, subscribe to my channel and please turn on your notification button. Thank you. Let's dive into the tutorial. Now that's our shoulder points. I come down by 1 inch, then I measure my half length. I measure my half length. My half length is 16. The half length I'm using for this measurement is 16. Then my bust point, which is 9 inches. Then I mark my lines together. My bust point, I measure my bust divided by 4. Then I mark it, connect it to my shoulder measurements. So I mark my neck width and my neck depth. Then I will connect it together. I use 3 by 4 inches. So then I connect the remaining to the shoulder. Then the remaining armhole, I divide it by 2. I'll divide it by 2. Then before that, on my bust measurements, I mark my bust measurements. Then add my 1.5 inches. Then the remaining armhole, I divide it by 2. Mark it and connect it to my armhole. Just look at the way I'm doing it, you get it. Then from there, I'll divide my waist divided by 4. Mark then my 1.5 inches allowance for my sewing allowance. I'll add 1 inches for that. I'll later add it again. I made a mistake here before cutting it. I will add it again. Now I think this is where I remember I did not add that measurements. So I'm trying to tape it back down again for me to add my 1 inches that allowance. My dart is 3.5. From my center front I mark 3.5, then I come up by 4 inches. My dart is half inches. So that is 1 inch. So I added 1 inch to my waist line. Then I connect it to my bust point. Then I'll cut it out. This is where I'm cutting it out here. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be so glad, and put on your notification button. Check all our videos out. Check our short videos. You will love them. They are all pattern drafting. You will even love the short videos. So now I've cut the upper part. I'll put it out separately. Then I'll cut the down part because it has joining at the middle. So I draw my starting line. That's what you see me doing first. So from there, that's my waistline. So from there, I measure my waist plus 1.5 inches allowance plus 1 inches also for that. Then I come down by 9 inches for my hip line. That's where I'll measure my hip measurements. That line. So I'll measure my hip divided by 4. I'll mark it on that line, that hip line, and add my 1.5 inches allowance. Then I connect it with my waist. Then I measure the length of my dress. If it is 40 minus 16 inches allowance for my half length. So the remaining, I'll measure it for the down part. So that is what I'm doing. So that's the remaining full measurements. So from there, from that my line, I'll measure my hip minus 6. Whatever I get, I'll divide it by 4. That's what you see me measuring at the M line. That is it if you want it more pencil. So if you want it more pencil, if you notice, I come in again by ½ inch. So this is what I got for the down part. So I'm going to cut it all out. So just wash. I'm so sorry, my pen is not showing very well. Next time I will try to use a marker. So here we are. So that's the upper part, that's the down part. So now I'll bring up my fabric, then cut on my fabric. So I'll cut the center back first, because the center front we are altering it. So I'll cut the back first. So I place my pattern on my fabric, then I had 1 inches for my zipper. That's what you see me doing. I had 1 inches for my zipper. So look at what I'm doing. I place it together. So from my zipper, I measured it, then get the half of it. Then from that half, I come in by ½ inches, then connect from the upper part slantly, connect also from the down part slantly to avoid the zipper bulge. That's what I just did there. Watch our video, you will understand more of what we are trying to say. So the neck width is not the same as the front neck width. So the neck width for the back is, the neck depth rather, I use 2 inches, then the same neck width for the front also. So I'm cutting it out. That's what I'm now cutting it out. Then I slash the zipper allowance into 2. Then I notched my darts for me to be able to identify it whenever I want to sew. So here it is. I've cut the back. Now to the front. We now alter the front. It has about like something like V. So I come in by 4 inches. Then at the down part, I come in by 1.5 inches. Then I connect it. So I'm going to slash that place all through. We'll be having 2 fabric at the front. So look at it. So that will be, I'll now cut this, the main fabric, the 2 front side I'll use on my main fabric, then I'll cut it out. Now I've cut it out onto the center front. I fold my fabric also. I'm using another fabric. If you look at the design, it has 2 designs. So that's my center front. I fold it. So my center front will be on fold. So I'll fold it, then I'll cut it out also. So after cutting it out, this is what we got. So that's my center front. Then my 2 sides. So this is how it will be when we want to sew it. When we finish sewing it, so this is how it will be. Don't forget I had half inches for allowance. That's the back, that's the front. So now onto the down part, I'll cut my down part. I place my pattern on it. Then I'm going to alter the down part also. So but before then, we will first of all cut the main down part first. So I place my fabric also, my pattern paper also, cut the down parts also, both the front and the back. Don't forget, we are using it to cut the back also, but the difference between the front and the back is just the zip allowance. Then I added 2 inches for my hem at the down part. So here we are. I've cut everything. That's the down part and the center front. So that's the back also. I've cut the back also. That's the back. I've added my zip allowance. Look at the back. So I added my zipper allowance. I'm trying to show us what we have cut out. So that's the front. So then onto the alteration of the down part, the design on the down part. So this is our center front. Look at it here. This is what we cut. I use the center front. So at this side, I come down by 4.5 inches. I come down by 4. You can come down 4.5 or highest 5 inches to give us that sharp design. So from that, then for the down part too, I come down by 3 inches after the center front. I'll go again from that down part. I mark my center. My center is the line. So look at what I'm doing. I come out by 3 inches. So that my 3 inches, I connect it with my 4.5 at the side. So look at what I did. So I'm going to cut it out now. Yeah. So after cutting it out now, we don't need that pattern again. Then I'll come down slightly from the waistline to connect with my 4.5 here. So look at what I just did. So I'll cut that side off too. So this is what we are going to use. At the end, I still alter this pattern because after cutting it, I realize it's not giving me what I want, but I still cut it off again. As we continue, you understand what I'm trying to say. So therefore, I place it on my fabric, then I cut it out. I'm going to cut out two. That will be the main fabric, then the lining. Then I'll use it to turn it because we are placing this on the center front, on the main front side of the fabric. So I cut it out. Don't forget to add your half inches sewing allowance. So I'm cutting it out. And also my front part, I'm going to cut two. We have the lining also. That's the front and the back. I'm cutting it the way I cut the front and the back also. I'll show us as we continue on the video. So this is what we have. So here it is. I'm trying to place it on the front side for us to see the design. So we are going to sew like that. I'm going to turn it with the lining first before placing it on the down part. We sew it. I'll sew the two sides, but I won't sew the other down parts for us to be able to turn. So I'll go ahead and sew the darts at my back. Then at the center front, I'll place it like this. Sew the two sides also together like so. So after sewing, I'll come and show us. I'll do the same thing on my lining also for the front and the back. So let's go. So here it is. This is my front. Then I've joined it together here. I've sewn my front, my back. Then I joined the front to the back also. If you have been watching our tutorial, you will understand what I'm trying to do here. So I did the same thing for my lining. Now I'm going to join my lining together. Right side fits right. Join my lining together with my main fabric. right side fitting each other. First of all, get the center, then sew, place it like so, then sew through the neck to the zipper side, from the front to the back. Look at the way I'm pointing my hand, then I'll sew the zipper allowance too. So I'll leave the down part, so that's where I will use it to turn it out. Then the down parts, I've sewn my darts. I've sewn my 2 darts from the front, and for the back too, I've sewed my darts. So this is the placement. This is the illustration. So look at it here. I've sewn it. I didn't sew the center back, side back for the placement. So I turn it out for us to see what we want to do here. So now I place it on my fabric. I realized that what I cut is too long. It's not giving me the design that I want. That was what I was saying the other time. So now I'm going to alter it again. Don't mind that my down part too, because when I was cutting the design, I did not add my hem allowance on the down parts, so I have to join it. So now I'm going to alter this part again. So what I did first was to mark my allowance. That's 1.5. that's what you see my chalk. So I place it on it, then I'll cut that side again, because all my measurements must not pass my allowance. So I mark it again. Look at what I did. It must not get on the allowance, because we are not using it on the side allowance. So I cut it out. So after cutting it out, this is what we got. So that's the wrong part. I place it for me to be able to get the right measurements. So now after cutting it out, I'm going to sew. So here it is. I've sewed it again. So this is what I think this is okay for me. So I'm trying to place it on the main front for me to be able to join the 2 back without any mistake. So I'm using my pin to pin it down. So now I'm going to sew it all around. I'm still going to lose it though, because I just want it to stay for me to be able to sew my back, my 2 side back. So here we are. After sewing, I join the upper parts and the lower parts together. So this is what we got. So that was what I was saying. I said I sew it all through. I'm still going to lose it out, because there was no sewing. They didn't sew it on the main design. So now I've joined the front and the upper parts and the down part together. So all my inner side, I'm going to serge everything. I'm going to serge everything. So now my zipper, after marking my zip where I want my zipper to be, then from the down part I come up by 6 inches. That will be my slits. So now onto the sleeve. So I mark my armhole, then come down by 2 or 3 inches, then mark my round sleeve, mark it there. So connect it together. So from the down part of the length of my sleeve, from the down part I come up by 7 inches, at maximum 7 inches. So I use the full length. So that down part I measure 5. I did not measure my normal round sleeve. My normal round sleeve plus 3 inches. That is what I marked there. So from that my 7 inches, I come down slightly. That is what you see me doing. So from my 7 inches, I mark it, then I cut it from there into 2. Look at it. So that's 1, that's 2, because we are having 2 fabric. So I cut it out. That's the upper part. So that's my 7 inches that I was talking about. This is it here. So I'm going to join it together like so. So I cut out 2 for the 7 inches because I'm going to place it on each other. All the line that I'm pointing, I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew the down parts. Then the upper part I want to sew, so that I'll use it to join the upper sleeve like so. So after doing that, this is what we have. So I've turned the down parts. So this is what we have. So now I'm going to go and place it on my sleeve, on my dress. I'll mark the center, place it on the center of the dress also. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll be so glad and put on your notification button. So when I'm sewing, I'll sew to that 7 inches. I'm not sewing it all through. I'll show. So look at what I did. I'll show now. Look at what I did. I didn't sew it all through because we want that flare to be outside. That's the style of the fabric, of the dress rather. So look at where I'm marking. That's what I'll sew. I'll just sew it from that my armhole. I'll be coming out slantly to that joining of the 7 inches. So here we are. I've sewed it. I only sewed the first one. So here we are. I've sewed it. I've sewed the sleeve. So after doing that, I'm just going to place my cover button on the center front, then on our cape for the design of the fabric. So I'll show us on the mannequin. Voila, this is what we got. So we just hem the down part also. Our down part you hem it. So this is what we go for our fabric. I'm so glad, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.